Well, I'm joined now by golfer Vivien Saunders, who's a former winner of the Women's British Open. I got that right. Vivien, it's a pleasure to have you on the programme tonight. We were just chatting before, actually. You've never played at Muirfield.
No, I haven't played
Is that
at
because
Muirfield.
you're a woman?
Well, I wouldn't be able to be as a member, but I could go and pay my 250 quid and go and pay a green fee if I felt like it, but I've just never really chosen to go there.
So that's not enough for you? You think that women should be allowed to become members? Because, of course, as you said, you can play there, you just can't join the membership.
Well, I think it's wrong that we take golf to a club that doesn't have women members. And I think the problem with this is that they pretend to be a members club, but then they open their doors to the public. And I think it's wrong, really, that they say, OK, we're a private members club, therefore we can do what we want, therefore we can keep out women members. But once this Open Championship has gone, they let everybody in, and they're a very, very commercial big business.
So is it because the eyes of the world will be on Muirfield, and some people could argue it's a beautiful course, one of the oldest in Scotland, very traditional, the last bastion of tradition. Yeah. Surely let them have it.
Well, yes, it's wonderful to have it there, but I think Muirfield's got to change. You know, what sort of message does it give out to the rest of the world? It says that Britain's a little bit, you know, back in the 19th century, and golf is a game that is dying on its feet. I mean, in Scotland, they've been begging people not to build more golf courses. You know, the game is in difficulties, and it sends out just a terrible message, I think, about the whole sport.
Now, we've been in touch, as you can imagine, with the powers that be. The R&A Chief Executive Peter Dawson has said, and of course that's the governing body, isn't it? There's nothing wrong under UK legislation with a single-sex club. To think that the R&A might say to a club like Muirfield, you're not going to have the Open anymore unless you change your policy, is frankly a bullying position that we would never take. Is it bullying?
Well, I think it is, and if they want to be a private club, then that's fine. But, you know, most private clubs have the doors shut. You can only go there if you go as somebody's guest.
So he's saying that if he ordered them to change, he would be bullying them, and that's wrong. Do you agree with him?
Yes, I think it is, but I think the whole law needs changing, doesn't it, on clubs? If you are a private club and you want these rules like this, then be a private club. Don't then open the doors as a big business.
And would that work both ways? Because there are plenty of clubs that are women-only as well, aren't there? There are gyms and there are spas. There's all sorts of institutions that don't let men in. Should they change?
Well, I think it's fine to have a men's-only club or a women's-only club, but then they are for their members and their members' guests. They're not then opening the doors and hoping to take £1.5 million of visitors' fees like Muirfield will be doing.
Let's have a look at some of our viewers' comments. Martin Flaherty's been in touch on Facebook saying, Muirfield allows women to play and use the club. It's a free world. Women don't like it. Go to another golf club. What do you say to Martin?
Yes, I think that's absolutely right. We can go elsewhere. You know, I just think
it sends the wrong message.
It says the wrong message, and also, of course, they had on their website that they wouldn't have children under 16 there, and that's pretty ridiculous too.
So lots of high-profile people are not going, including Alex Salmond,
yes.
First Minister of Scotland. Do you think that male players should boycott this?
No, I don't at all. I think what they need to do is to change the law, and we need to be quite...
But they're not going to, are they? So what do you think should happen in order to change the law?
I think we've got to be quite clear what is a private members club. A private members club that has allowed this discrimination needs to then shut its doors and be private, and not then open the doors and be a big business.
Get all the cash. Vivien,
yes.
Thanks so much for joining
Thank
us tonight, Vivien Saunders there.